Actually, I'll leave that on a 2 because I would rather you do like the handling and stuff, animals handling and crap. But you need a weapon. You want a gun. So you're not a great shot. You're about a 4, and in my colony, about a 4 or a 5 gives you an EMP launcher. So, got jealous of human's bedroom. Mate, where is your bedroom? Gura. Hold on. Zoom back in. I was going to fix up your bedroom at some point. I thought that you were up the top here. Which you might be. Oh, there you are. Okay, so what have you got? You got excellent and normal. Okay, so Gura's like right up the tippy top, and I have a statue. I have 2 statues I prepared earlier for this. Not actually prepared for this, but like it's fine. We can lol with that. There. Shove that there. Let's go get you the other one. So you can have a good statue and a good statue. Nothing is going to compare to human's bedroom because human's bedroom is the tippy top of my colony at the moment. But you can have some nice shit. There you go. See, inspired taming, Software's got inspired taming. Tradoba's made a masterwork, plain leather, something. And Viper has dimension. Mate, what are you doing with dementia? Did I say dimension? I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, apparently he's got dimension. So, yeah, he's going to just, like, do this from now on. What's your skills, mate? You do animals and intellectual. I don't have a reason to take you out of my colony, realistically. I should have just let him die. Okay, for anybody that missed it, last week we had a psychic droner ship over here. Right, a psychic droner ship landed, a bunch of mechs. It was bullshit. And I had plenty of free time before we attacked it, so I made a bunch of turrets, obviously, because why not? I remember that that's the thing that you can do. And in the first run of that fight, Viper and like 3 named Panthers died. And I was like, I can do better than this. A whole bunch of people were having like spacs about like wanting to hit the drugs and stuff that were on the colony and whatever. And I was like, nah, I just beat the shit out of somebody because I couldn't find the actual person in the group to beat the shit out of and stuff. And I'm like, no, I'll just go back and I'll try it again. So I went back and I tried it again. And Jung died. And 40 fucking food animals died. Because they got set on fire by like a lightning strike. So that was not the best outcome. And I ended up going with that outcome because it was manageable and it gave us food. So I kind of wish I had to let Viper die in hindsight because Viper's now got fucking dementia. So it actually would have been a win for the colony. We would have lost the person that was going to have dementia. We would have lost 3 named animals. A couple of people would have gone psychotic about that, but it would have been so much less. But yeah, anyway, I made a choice and that's what we went with. So that's what we have now. There's a lot of people. It is a lot of people. Welcome in, Shaker. It's 265 colonists and 1 prisoner now, so 266 colonists. And I don't know how many animals at the moment. Probably roughly around, like, I would estimate about 300 odd animals, give or take. Maybe closer to 200. A little over 200 then. Yeah. So we got some... we have a bit. We had to cull a few hundred animals a previous year, and yeah, it's fine. But yeah, welcome in. What are you up to? I'm just kind of chilling with a colony. We just had 2 infestations happen pretty close to each other, and now we got a cold snap, so I'm going to lose all my outdoor crops, and it's like... It's sort of near the end of winter, and I was kind of hoping that if all of my outdoor crops got planted, we would have a super bountiful spring, and I could maybe get like 2 bounties of harvest. But it's not looking like that's going to be the case. I'll be lucky if I can keep everybody out of hypothermia, because my people will go outside and my people will go into the fridge and they will freeze their asses off. Which, speaking of... The temperature going in here, 12. It's still okay. It would be cool, but it's not cold because we've got a fireplace. This is... It's 4 degrees. So it's not the worst. The two little things aren't doing great. You guys will definitely be getting hit with sleeping in the cold. But outside's -8. So it's not terrible. Make winter clothes. That would require me having sufficient leather and wools and stuff on hand, which I do not have. And at the moment, I've got about 80 people, 88 people with tattered apparel, which, by the way, their classification of tattered apparel is, for the most part, everybody's saying, like, anything that's, like, under 40 is tattered and crap. So, yeah. Yeah, 300. What's that, 300 dinos? What? I don't have dinosaurs. If you're talking about the thrombos, no, we don't cull those here. We have a system of culling. So, basically, anything that's bonded, obviously, no, it doesn't go. Anything that is not a bonded animal will have like a set limit of adult creatures that I can have, and then we'll cull off the bottom layer and stuff. But even if I wanted to like make enough winter clothing for this kind of, you know, if I wanted to make enough clothes for this colony, I couldn't possibly make that in time for a cold snap to finish. The biggest problem I'm going to have is the few people that got armor, like for instance E has armor, right? So he won't have a jacket, for instance. So he's going to be freezing. I'm going to find that like if he's walking around outside and it gets really cold out here, I'll have problems with him. Sam always has an issue. I should go find Sam. I haven't looked at him for a while, but he always gets hypothermia every cold snap. So I should probably see how he's doing. He shouldn't still have his armor. He should have a jumper by now. Sam should realistically be on the bottom of the map if he's awake at the moment, because he's not like a cook or anything. I know that he's around, but I actually haven't checked in with Sam for ages. Sam's one of my originals. So let me go find Sam. But yeah, elemental stuff like this, heat waves, cold snaps, I don't really do too much with it. I mostly just kind of manage the outcome of it, mostly. That's kind of how I kind of deal with it. You're in the kitchen. Mate, when did you get cooking skills? A long time ago. Good on you, mate. I just remember him having construction, but yeah, I guess I did allow him to start learning cooking. And that would explain some things. So everybody has like a little bit of ability to do some cooking if they have some talent in it. Any amount they're allowed to. So if they have nothing else to do, they come in here and they cook, which is great. But yeah, he's obviously spent a little bit of time in here. You're meant to be doing construction, but we haven't had construction for a while, but that's okay. But yeah, basically, like I turned on a couple of heaters. I added a couple of extra fireplaces. I made it that the hospitals will be warm-ish. So inevitably, if somebody goes down, I'll bring them in here. I'm going to lose like a heap of ducklings and crap because they will get hypothermia depending on how cold it gets. Like, it's not looking like it's too cold. Let's see. It started on the 13th. It's lasted 10 hours so far. An unusual cold snap is freezing the region. Okay, well, it's only 10 hours in at the moment in the same day, so nothing's downed yet. Usually when we have a cold snap in winter, I lose a whole shit ton of chickens and ducks and stuff, which is actually okay, because if they cull off the ducks and they freeze and we put them into the freezer and crap, right, we'll just get more food, and that will allow more handlers to deal with the cows and the sheep and crap later. So that's not a huge issue, especially since we're not going to have the food. It's just I don't want them to dwindle down to nothing. If they go down below, where are they at the moment? We've got them on 35. Okay. So depending on what happens with my ducks and chickens, I may put them back in a room for a breeding program through spring. Just so that we can have the eggs safe from the cats for a while. We'll see how that goes. I don't want to have like a shit ton of them, but they do produce eggs, and they are constantly like dropping chicks and ducklings and crap, and you know, eventually when they reach adulthood they get culled, so it's a little bit of meat and stuff. And in the meantime, my cats and panthers can walk around here and have a snack, you know, have an egg. Fuck off, chicken. Duck. Fucking. Sorry, I'm looking at the chicken egg and the duck sitting on top of it, and I'm reading chicken and I'm seeing duck, and I'm like, get the fuck out of here, chicken. But yeah, anyway. We should be fine. I can't really heat this up anymore. I don't have heaters. If it was spring or if it was summer, like that would suck. But all of my grow rooms are currently closed at the moment. So it's actually not the worst thing. What I mean by that is I have roofs over these except for my chocolate area down here. So I'm not going to get any chocolate for them, but that's okay. Everywhere else is secured and enclosed, so I don't have to worry about that. And my animals, I just realized, hold on, you guys are going to be absolutely freezing here. I have got a fireplace already running, but this, I'm pretty sure, counts as the open area. Let me go have a look at one of those markers. It's not, it is kind of counting it, and those are counting it. That's probably chilling it too. Yeah, the ducks and the ducklings coming in here, this is minus 12. They're gonna die. Mate, don't hang out in here too long. You'll be right. Anyway, mole has inspired trade. Cool. Well, this room should be nice and warm. It's 14 degrees in here, so yeah, this should stay above freezing in here. It should be a safe enough temperature, hopefully. Normally speaking, if we were more advanced into the game and we had more resources and crap, I would have heaters where these fireplaces are, and I could amplify the temperature. But although I do have the steel and I do definitely have the components, I don't have a lot of spare electricity on the top half of my map to make this safe. My bottom half of the map, though, we are booming with that, and I could actually do that. I might actually do that. I kind of don't want to waste the wood, but if I could get one of these gone. Young mate, before you make... Oh, you're making a spine. Actually, I might let you make that. Hold on. Tadashi, mate, what's your construction? Not great. I should go and grab... What's his face? Brick. I see you. You're doing a 7. Can I get you to... Barb's coming down for it. That's fine. Okay. If Barb comes down and we can get rid of these two, I can put in heaters in here. The only reason why I'm considering it on the bottom half is because this hasn't dipped for ages. The top side is still struggling, but the bottom half is doing great. The only reason why the top side is struggling is because we had that one windmill blow up earlier tonight, probably like here somewhere. And it kind of took out the power grid for a moment. Stone's having a tantrum. What are you destroying, mate? What are you doing? I like how this panther is bringing the cold cat up here. Cody. Inspiration. Go for it, mate. He's inspired. He's going to scan for something. That mineral scanner. Alright. So Barb should be down here soon. I think I passed him before. Hey, where the fuck are you, Barb? Are you asleep? No? You eating? You might be. Mate, what are you destroying? Please don't destroy a stack of food. Or the 1,000 medicine. Hold on. Where are you going? Oh, you're insulting spree. Okay. Fuck's sake. That's fine. Go ham, mate. I thought for a second that he was going to destroy something. I thought he was having that kind of a tantrum, you know? Man, I don't know where Varb is, but he sure as fuck is not in here. I reckon he's asleep. So, Toad, what's your skills? You're going to rest. I'll leave you be. Val? Nope. I don't see too many people in here that I would want to use for this. Not Green. Green's always sick. Chet, no. Bren maybe. No, you've got the melee instead. I was looking at shit earlier. What are you up to, E? You could do the... Oh no, holy shit. There he is. Need warm clothes. Yep. Outdoor temperature is going to reach -3 degrees. Okay. That's actually not that bad. Because we're in winter, that's basically equivalent. Where did you go, mate? There. Okay. Can I get you to clean the workshop for the moment while you're here? I'll deconstruct this. I'll get a temperature thing in here. Because we can manage this. Okay, now that I'm good, you can come back. Deconstruct. Yeah, that. Just making sure I didn't actually refuel it or something. I don't want to waste extra resources on it. But we'll get this area climate controlled. The only reason why I want to put 2 is because it is a very large area. 1 would be enough to take the chill off the air, but 2 will be enough to keep the temperature level. Can I get you work on that heater? Since I've got here, somebody else can work on the other one, and then these should automatically come in about 20 something degrees. That will make this room probably the safest area on the map to get away from the cold. So it shouldn't be any issue. This will warm this the fuck up. So the animal area is definitely frigid. The workshop area is currently cold as well. Everywhere else is doing okay. I think because this is insulated by the crop rooms, it's actually keeping inside warmer. I don't have to worry about that. Up here, the bedrooms, though, are struggling. I've got 3 fireplaces. Maybe we look at a 4th. Just to make this warm enough. I don't really want to ultra barbecue their spaces, but I may have to. Let me just chuck it like that. And I have these 2. Let's chuck what? Hold on. Let me chuck 1 here. Alright. This area down here looks like it's kind of struggling with the cold too. It's struggling way more than the rest of the areas, and I think that's only because it's got a couple. See, usually I try not to have a lot of fire. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I was just realizing, I'm like, this is the bottom half of the map. I don't need fire. A couple of these will get it done. I tried to install these a long time ago, really right back when we started, and it's kind of useless because we had no electricity. Now I've got like lights in almost every room, and I've got like, we're getting heaters and crap. So the other thing too is I've got the three fires here. This is still the bottom half of the map. So let's get a heater in here. I could put a heater in here instead of the extra fire. I know we just loaded that up. Get rid of that. Sorry. 1 heater would be enough. Let's grab that. If the bottom half of my map is at least roasted well enough, like it's going to drain a little bit, but I don't think about 4 heaters is going to really... No, I think we're closer to 7. I don't think 7 heaters is going to really like drain this too hard, but it's gonna, like, I'll upgrade the top half of the map eventually once I get more solar and crap, because I'm still working on that. I still gotta get like this area and crap more solid, which by the way, it's looking pretty good. Apart from that being there, yeah, I reckon I could... How far out are you? You're maxed. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Somebody get rid of that, and then we'll get a couple more solars up here on this top half. I can't build there. Hold on, is that because there's that there? Is it just on the edge of it? Yes. Okay, well, can I bridge that then? Bridge? I probably can't build a structure like that on top of it, even if it is bridged. But just on the in case, I want to see if I can. Wouldn't hurt if there's 1 block out there. I can always remove that later. So, I want that one to go there. Just look at me a couple more. I'll fix these up later. And I need 1... Why can't I build it here? Because... moisture? Oh, that spot there. Okay. Again, I will try and see if I can build it. If not, it's just it's a tiny bit of wood. Doesn't matter too much. We've still got 6,000 wood, which is good. We're going to burn through that this winter. So I got to be careful of that. But here we go. We've got one of the heaters on it already. It's 0 degrees, but it may have only just got made. Once that one comes in, it should stay about 21. If I can fucking make anything that stops me having to have wood and go find wood, it will help me so much, because I don't know if anybody's noticed, but I don't really have wood growing in here. I have a little bit out here, but I actually have to send people out to manually cut these if I want wood. right? So it's not ideal. It's really super not ideal. All of those are off. I don't know if anybody comes out here to research, I'll be honest. But whatever, they're out of the way. They blow up, they blow up. Hey Viking, I see you wagging your tail happily. I had a critical incident with your wolf earlier. It was scary, but you're alright. So, yeah, you decided to attack a mega scarab. So, that happened. And I'll give you some pats, because I'm sure that's probably not the first thing you wanted to hear when you came to visit. But yeah, you're alright. Plus, you're hanging out with Cody, so that's it. Thank you, happily receives pats. Yeah, it was one of those I will roll back if I have to moments, because you were down to like 3 hours, 2 hours at one point, but it was brief. So yeah, how am I doing? I am down to 7% or whatever. 7 recruit. Oh, what have you been up to, Viking? I'm sure snuggling plush and somewhat frolicking, likely. I'm in the middle of a cold snap. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell them to keep planting these. I was going to say, I'm like, these areas in here should be fine, but then I realized I didn't tell them to keep planting this. So I've picked all the cotton, which is great. But yeah, I'm trying to keep indoor areas growing at the moment, because the cold snap should be wiping out a lot of the plants outside. It should be saying like not ideal temperature for growing and stuff, so it's not growing and whatever. If it doesn't completely disappear, like if it doesn't get too cold outside, it's -10 outdoors at the moment, so it's pretty cold. But if it doesn't get too cold, I can kind of keep them okay. I should also do a quick run around, have a look at my geothermals and make sure that they're all in good nick. Because every so often one breaks down and I just don't notice. Because it's in case, so my people don't go and like fix it. They just don't automatically go fix it. What my colony needs right now would be some kind of a wind event. Like, they need some kind of level of wind to have like more power. Like, I've got these out here to collect power, but this beach is not windy. It doesn't like collect any wind. It's frustrating a little bit. Let's fix those back up. And I guess I could allow them to get made now, my second tier of electronics up here. The only problem is I will need to bring through my hidden conduit for that. If that one breaks, I can't use the rest of these though. That is literally my only problem. For these two should automatically connect, but I'll have a look at that in a little bit. This corner here should connect them, but I'll check that later. So I'm just going to bring that like that and bring this down through there. That gives me 3 connections to that. And I do want to continue this kind of down the line. This was the intent, to get more solar and to get more wind power and stuff like that. Not that the wind power is doing fucking jack shit. If it was windy, we would have so much fucking power production. We really would. But like, they're crawling. And of course it's nighttime, so we have no solar production. Also, I haven't checked on my caravan for a while. Wait, are you guys actually going through the gap there? Yes. Okay, I was going to say, this is like about a week to pass through. It's like 7-ish days, 5 to 7 days to pass through that section. And this section will also slow them down for like about 4 or so days or whatever. So once they get out of here and they get on the highways and stuff, we should absolutely rock it. But I'm probably not going to see them get to Dryden this week. It will be next week for sure. But you lot, we accepted it 3 days ago and it expires in 12. I'm literally taking like 260 of my medicine out of my colony and sending it to this group, which, by the way, yeah, they've got 280 on them. So as long as they don't get attacked too badly, they should be okay. But yeah, I've got other stuff to trade if I can, so I'll do that. But I'll get healing mech serums. I'll have 5 total, in which case I'm considering whether or not to go have a look at my original colonists and see if they have any like permanent ailments or something like that. I don't want to waste it. I would rather have it for, let's say we get attacked. some kind of event happens and I need to heal them, but they only have 2 hours of healing or something, I might be able to heal them completely with the mech, healing mech serum, right? I might be able to heal them enough to keep healing them, that kind of a thing, if I don't have any resurrectors at the moment. Also, Kit Kat's trying to recruit me, which I love the concept of, because it's the exact same thing that happened in Project Zomboid, is Kit Kat was just like recruiting me to play it. So, yeah. But anyway, my person is at least like up and about, but she's still resisting pretty heavily, so that kind of sucks, but I'll get into my own colony eventually. It'll be wild. I'll be just running around in there. The worst part is she's got like the alcohol tolerance still. Like, I don't have any alcohol in my colony, which is great, but... And she's not a... social fight, that's fine. She's not like a chemical fascination or anything like that, but I still think while she's got it, she's still going to probably be like pretty hard along that line for a while of wanting to, like, if it's on the map, she'll want the alcohol. 14 of my colonists want warm clothes. I can't do anything about it. 85 of them have tattered apparel, which is fine. Lola still has the shield belt because, like, if she doesn't have it, somebody else is going to grab it, honestly. Hunter lacks suitable weapon. There are too many people that have that for me to sit there and deal with that. All it is a lot of these people have got the hunting category enabled, but they have a sword. So they can't actually go do it because they have melee and stuff. That's all it is. But if I give them a pillar, they can go and they can hunt. So I don't want them to remove it. The cold snap is 23 hours in. And it's like, it still says it's freezing the region. It's down to 15 degrees. Ella's in a work frenzy too. So she's doing that shit in her sleep, I guess. Good on her. So if, oh, there go my crops. They're slowly disappearing. Some up there. There. Yeah. My outdoor crops are gone. So soon I'll have nothing outside to feed my animals. But I have 34 berries and 3 rice available. I have 450 pemmican. I have 1,100 kibble, so we could be okay for the meat eaters for the kibble. But yeah, this is a problem. We're up to 200 fucking lavish vegetarian meals, for God's sake. 1 vegetarian meals. I've got 1,600 simple meals. I do think that my people try to go and feed them. Also, we have insect meat, a lot of it. Are you guys cooking with insect meat? Should be. Not the vegetarian meals, but what about the packaged fiber meals? I want to see your meat selection, mate. No human. No insect meat. Why? Try another one. Cook a simple meals. Okay, hold on. I want to see your simple meals selection. It might not be going into packaged fiber meals. You have... well, no human meat, but you have... let's get that insect meat into a couple of these tables. Okay. Definitely don't allow human meat because my fucking god, that one time. This one has insect meat. This one could do it. Let's see. Simple meals. Alright. I only need to enable a couple of benches to do this, and they will use it up, right? Eventually. But... okay, we got a couple of benches that can use it, a few recipes that can use it. I must have cancelled it out at one point to sell, and then I haven't changed it since. It's the only thing I can think of because, like, I generally encourage them to eat this shit. What is its value? Not the shelf. I don't give a fuck about the shelf. Let me have a look at that stack of meat. You sell for 50 cents. So by comparison to, say,